Good Monday morning, Jonesboro. This is meteorologist Tim Root with your KLEK 102.5 forecast on this Columbus Day. It'll be partly to mostly sunny. High temperatures near 88. Southeast wind 5 to 10. Partly to mostly clear, 65 to 70 overnight. There's an increasing chance of showers and thunderstorms in the forecast for Tuesday and Tuesday night. A blend of sun and clouds Tuesday, the high near 85. Showers and thunderstorms near 80 Wednesday. Your life, your music, we're KLEK 102.5 FM.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm Ollie Barrett. Far-right candidate Jair Bolsonaro has won the first round of Brazil's presidential election. A UN panel on climate change says time is running out to address global warming before the world is at serious risk. A court in Madrid has not convicted a former doctor despite ruling he stole babies from mothers and handed them to infertile couples. Japan's Prime Minister Shinzo Abe says the UK can join the Trans-Pacific Partnership trade deal after Brexit.
It's 9:01.
Community Conversations is brought to you by Arkansas Early Learning, offering no-cost childcare in Jonesboro and Northeast Arkansas. Applications at arearlylearning.org.
Arkansas Early Learning is a nonprofit organization.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday to you. I hope that you're having a great start to your day. You're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. My special guest today is Miss Toni, or Ms. Toni Clark from Toastmasters International. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining me this morning. I am so interested to learn a lot more about this program. I've heard a few tidbits along the past several months, and I'm really interested to hear more, and I hope everyone out there listening is excited about it and maybe makes the choice to join this organization. All right, so before we get into that, I want you to please give our listeners and viewers a little background about yourself.
My name is Toni Clark. I'm a newlywed. I'm a Memphis native and a first-year grad student at ASU in the school psych program. So lots of things going on with me. I enjoy reading, dancing, and my most passionate hobby right now is working with Toastmasters and increasing my leadership skills as the president.
All right. Let's thank you for that. So let's get right on into what Toastmasters is. I'm sure some people have heard of it, but they're still not quite sure of all the details or what services that you provide to the members. So let's get into that.
Toastmasters International is a nonprofit educational organization. What we do is try to help our members increase their leadership skills and their public speaking skills. It's basically, our meetings are just a workshop to increase public speaking and leadership.
Okay. Now, do you have people come in that feel that, I already know how to do public speaking, and once they go through your program, they're like, wow, okay, I learned a few things?
Yes, we have a lot of people that have excelled in their career as a result of their Toastmaster membership. They've gotten promotions, they've gotten raises, they've just excelled in their career just because of the skills they learned making speeches.
Okay, let's break down public speaking. It's not just about getting in front of a crowd or standing, and delivering a message. Kind of give us some more insight or break down public speaking and the different aspects of, what makes a successful speech or what makes it great.
I believe with any speech, you first have to know your audience.
Okay.
Just like in radio, you have to know who you're targeting, what their needs are, what are their hobbies, what do they want, what do they need. And once you figure that out and you can connect with them on that level, you can go on to craft your body language and your nonverbal language to keep them engaged and help them learn things that they otherwise wouldn't have known.
I notice when I'm watching certain people, whether it's on TV or in person, if they act like they're not interested or nervous, that kind of turns me off from wanting to pay more attention to them. So do you help individuals work through that as well?
Yes. So that's one of the top 5 things we work on. We work on body language. We work on your tone of voice. That's all included in the constructive feedback that we give when members make their speeches each meeting.
Okay. All right. So, can you give us some stories of individuals, without giving away who they are, that have gone through? Well, first of all, how long is a program, or how long?
Well, that's the thing. So there's it's not like school where, this, 3 months and then bam, you get, a certificate. Each member that joins has their own individual goals, such as many people may want to work on feeling more comfortable in front of a group, or being able to give a speech and look people in their eye, or just a multitude of different goals that they may have, and each person may be different. It may not take one person as long to reach their goal as another person. So it's a very self-paced, flexible type of membership. So you're not locked in per se for 2 years or a year or 6 months or 3 months. Is when you feel that you have reached the goal that you initially set out within our program, that Toastmasters can benefit you.
Okay. You tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We're speaking with Mrs. Toni Clark from Toastmasters International. All right, so kind of going back to the public speaking. I know for me personally, I sometimes deal with, I may be confident in what I'm saying, but because of some other personal hang-ups, I come across as if I may not be as confident. I used to have it horribly bad looking people in the face, and I know that can be rude as well. Not looking at people and kind of looking down, or just acting like I'm not present in the moment. Have you had people that even after going through the program or going through their set of goals, do they still have a hard time grasping, some of those confidence skills?
I have known members that have reached their goals and then set additional goals.
Okay.
So I'm not familiar with, maybe going back and relearning goals that may not have been cemented.
Okay.
So that hadn't been my experience.
Okay. Now, where can people find more information about?
Toastmasters has a Facebook page.
Okay.
We are Toastmasters Crowley's Ridge on Facebook. And anyone who's interested can message us to find out more information on this awesome hidden gem of Northeast Arkansas.
All right, and so when membership time comes around, is it open membership? Anyone can join at any time? Or?
Yes, it's open membership. Anyone can join at any time. New memberships cost $65. That includes $20 for materials and $45 for membership in general. And then 6 months after that, it would be $45 for renewal.
Okay. All right, so I know that you recently held a seminar. How did that go?
We had a great turnout on September 28th. We met at the Delta Center, and we had 2 guests from our regional management come down, and they spoke, and they were phenomenal. Okay. So it was really good, and they engaged the crowd, and we had free food, and it was great.
That's awesome. So did people actually get to sign up during that time that were interested in becoming a member?
The guests that showed up left their information and they've been contacted for membership.
That is really awesome. I want to say good morning to Ms. Billie Jean Rogers. She said, I see you, sir. Thank you so much for checking in. I would like for everybody to please, if you're watching the live feed, please share this video with others so that they can become more aware of Toastmasters International and they can decide to become a member of this. I feel that everyone can always use some improvement. You know, no one is, I'm not trying to put anyone down, but however, all of us could use a little help in some areas, a little tweaking, a little, improvements in certain areas.
I agree. I think anytime you have a career or in any area of your life, I believe that if you're not continuously growing, then that particular area of your life is stagnant. Okay. And I just believe we should always seek to grow in some area of your life.
Okay. Let's touch on leadership. Oftentimes we hear the word leadership. Some people may think, it's someone in a management, supervising type position. So tell us more about what leadership entails.
Leadership entails a lot of different skills. It's not just for the person who's eyeing the corner office. It's for the person who wants to increase their active listening skills, their critical thinking skills. Just like you said, being able to look someone in their eye and discuss with conviction, and confidence what it is they're trying to achieve in any area of their life. So it could be anybody. It could be an ASU student. It could be anyone. Okay. Anybody that wants to make their lives different.
Okay. I was looking at a post you just posted, and this one is more in reference to, I guess, conflict resolution. I took a class, I'm studying sociology, so conflict resolution was one of my courses, and a lot of things that you're talking about was things we discussed in that class. And conflict is not about the heightened emotional state of disagreeing with someone. It's about if a conflict of interest or ideas or conflict of, arises within an office setting, within your home, whatever the case may be, there is a way to handle things. So are these some skills, strategies, and things that you all work with individuals as well?
Absolutely. No, I laugh because I believe that when you boil it all down to its lowest common denominator, communication. Leadership is all about communication, and communication boils down just to connecting with someone. And when you have a conflict, I believe I posted something to the effect of, it's really not about the words, it's about your tone of voice and the delivery. And we go over those types of skills at Toastmasters when you're doing your prepared speeches and your impromptu speeches. It's about knowing how to fight fair in conflict management, knowing how to stay on topic and not, for lack of a better word, be petty and messy. It's about, being a newlywed, I know all about this. It's about looking at the bigger goal, whether that be, whether this relationship is a family member, a friend, a professor, an employer, being able to, first of all, admit your role and take ownership and responsibility for what your actions were. Then being able to say, hey, this is what happened. This is where I was at the time this happened. But I'm fully committed to do X, Y, and Z to get to a better place between you and I.
And I think a lot of relationships, with their personal, professional, family, a lot of relationships could be mended or not even broken in the first place if we say we're adults. So if we take time and be mature in a situation and take a moment and say, okay, let's approach this from a different angle. Let's have a real discussion about this matter versus each person just trying to state their case and
no one's really getting anywhere. Yes, and Toastmasters, we do a lot of relationship building because it is a low pressure, non-threatening environment in which we have a lot of support and it's very friendly. So we build relationships not only between the members, but also within the Northeast Arkansas community, so that we can grow and build and enhance our careers individually and collectively.
Okay. I want to talk about some various examples that I'm sure that the skills learned in these sessions can really benefit someone. Let's take a business owner, for example. I always feel that I would not be a great, not a great business owner, but almost, I don't want to say pushover, but for lack of a better word, being more direct with people and standing my ground on this is my policy, and instead of being okay, well, yeah, so tell us about how it can help those that are, say, entrepreneurs or work in certain industries become more
assertive.
Yes, without being
pushy.
Yeah,
right. Because there's a big difference between aggressive and assertive. I believe that the confidence you learn in Toastmasters through the prepared speeches, so those skills would come from the constructive feedback given after speeches. There was one member, she struggled with speaking low and looking at her notes. And that's fine in the beginning, and we work with everyone in their on their individual weaknesses to build them up to make sure that if I'm standing way back in the back of the room, I need to be able to hear you just as easily as the person who's sitting right in front of you.
Okay.
So to be able to work on your tone of voice, your delivery, how you connect with the audience, knowing your material well enough not to have notes.
Okay.
Because if your notes are your focus, you're disconnected with your audience. So those types of things, we go, step by step and line by line in honing those skills so that they are no longer a weakness but a strength.
Okay. I want to say good morning to Ms. Marsha Smith. And I always mess up her last name. Please forgive me, Miss Marsha Paya. I hope I said that right. Miss Denise Jones and Mr. Corey Mills. Thank you all for checking in. All right, so I want to kind of get back into the tone of voice delivery. And this goes for not just speech making, but again, any aspect of your speaking when you're engaging with someone. You talked about delivery. It's very important. A lot of issues can be resolved if the delivery of your message is more even keel instead of, again, two people trying to raise their voices and get their point across. So do you do some one-on-one or role-playing with the members, in the different sessions?
We have club mentors.
Okay.
That as you go through the program, you can work one-on-one with someone to really hone your skills after the meetings.
Okay.
So that is also an option as well with Toastmasters, so that you can get some individual attention, because 60 minutes may not be enough, even though you get constructive feedback, to hone those skills that you need to set you apart from the rest of everyone who may be going out for the same job that you want.
Okay. All right. Again, you're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I am speaking with Mrs. Toni Clark from Toastmasters International. If you have any questions or comments, please give us a call in the studio, 870-277-1080, or drop us a message on our Facebook Live feed. I would love to hear from those that have gone through the program. I would love for you to share your feedback, your experience, and how it has benefited you in your current, say, career or any other relationships that you're engaged in at the moment. So we would love to hear your feedback. Again, 870-277-1080. All right, so if someone is interested in becoming a member, where can they go to fill out a form, or do they just need to call you?
So anyone that's interested in becoming a member, we actually have a meeting on this Thursday at the Delta Center at ASU in room 103 at 5:30. They can just meet us there or message us on our Facebook page.
Okay.
Toastmasters Crowley's Ridge.
All right. So once someone becomes a member, I guess what's the process? They get a packet of information.
So with the digital age of today,
Okay.
we're trying to move away from paper. So Toastmasters has come up with a digital educational learning experience, which is online.
Okay.
And new members can log into their Toastmasters International account on the web and take an assessment, and it's called Pathways.
Okay.
And Pathways is just a learning curriculum that's individualized to each member, that's going to focus on your weaknesses and build up your strengths.
Okay.
So they would, after you complete the assessment, it'll give you 3 different paths in which you could select, and then you would click on the path that you want to go through.
Okay.
And I think there are like 5 levels in each path. And the first path is free.
Okay. So is this outside of the group sessions?
Yes.
Is it more self-guided learning?
Yes, it is very self-guided. It's very self-paced. There are no deadlines, requirements. You go at your pace, and you present your speeches in the timely manner in which you see fit.
Okay. Now, I want to get into that when we come back, since you said you present your speeches. So do you set up appointments, arrangements for people?
So at the end of each meeting, we sign up for the next meeting.
Okay.
We like to get about 3 speeches per meeting, and we're just excited for all the new members that we know that are coming.
Alrighty then. We're going to get ready to take a quick break. And Ms. Marsha says, a very great program. It has helped me tremendously. That is really wonderful. Thank you. I know Corey Mills is a part, or has been a part of the program, and I've been knowing Corey since earlier in college, so he's always been a great speaker, but he's very outgoing and very personable and really engaging whenever he speaks. So that's one person I can attest to. All right, you tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, and we'll be right back after these announcements.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
Is education the most important thing for your child? I'm Mark Merrill with today's Family Minute. Most parents are extremely focused on the grades their child gets, but what about how they get them? Are they cutting corners or cheating to achieve those grades? While education is obviously very important, the character and integrity our children establish should be the most important. If your child is getting an A in the classroom and an F in character, have they really learned anything of significance? What grade would you give your child for character? For more on why education is not the most important thing and how you can get involved at your child's school, listen to this week's episode of the Family First podcast at markmerrill.com. Remember, your family first.
The Family Minute with Mark Merrill, helping families love well.
Family Minute is made possible by the Kappa Nu Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, a non-profit organization committed to service to all mankind. Kappa Nu Omega Alpha Kappa Alpha on Facebook and KNOMEGA1908.com.
Family Minute is brought to you by the Gears Foundation, a nonprofit organization providing students with assistance in their academic and career pursuits. Gears Foundation on Facebook, Gears_Inc. on Instagram, and the Gears Foundation at gmail.com.
Are you a young woman between the ages of 18 and 29 with the desire to further your education and serve your community? If so, then you may have what it takes to become Miss KLEK. KLEK 102.5 FM will be hosting its very first Miss KLEK scholarship pageant on February 16, 2019. The theme will be Women of Empowerment. The grand prize winner will receive $1,000 toward her education at any four-year university, community college, or trade school in the Northeast Arkansas area. Contestants must be enrolled in school for 2019 in order to be eligible to participate in competition. If you think you have what it takes to be Miss KLEK, then fill out the registration form online at klekfm.org or stop by 1411 Franklin Street here in Jonesboro to pick up an application. An unrefundable $25 application fee must be returned with the application. For more information about the Miss KLEK Scholarship Pageant, visit klekfm.org or the official Miss KLEK Scholarship Pageant page by searching at Miss KLEK on Facebook. If you are a woman ready to empower and impact the community you live in, sign up to become the first ever Miss KLEK. Please note, the registration deadline for this event has been extended to October 12th, 2018.
The Office of Diversity and Community Engagement at Arkansas State University, under the leadership of Dr. Maurice Gibson, is a proud supporter of KLEK and is dedicated to finding innovative ways to advance their mission of creating a diverse and inclusive environment, conducive to educating, enhancing, and enriching lives, uplifting various and diverse groups on the A-State campus, and striving to maintain Arkansas State University a place that is inclusive to all individuals regardless of origin, color, religion, socioeconomic status, or sexual orientation. More information about the Arkansas State University Office of Diversity and Community Engagement is available at www.astate.edu/diversity and 870-972-3081.
Hello, I'm Officer Jonathan Hagens of the Jonesboro Police Department. One of the best decisions I ever made was to join the Jonesboro Police Department. Since joining, I've had the pleasure to give back, protect, and serve my community. Now I want to let you know about that same opportunity. The Jonesboro Police Department will conduct testing for the patrol officers at the Valley View High School. Applications are available online at jonesboropolice.com. The Jonesboro Police Department offers a competitive salary, health, and retirement benefits, top-of-the-line training, and most importantly, the chance to make a difference in the Jonesboro community. Join me in making Jonesboro a better place. The Jonesboro Police Department is an equal opportunity employer, and women and minorities are especially encouraged to apply. More information, 870-935-5657.
Applications are being accepted. Applications are available at jonesboropolice.com.
I'm BT Groove.
And I'm Allie J.
KLEK's Fall Pledge Drive is coming up October 15th through the 18th. Please take a moment during the drive to call in and pledge your support to KLEK.
Every donation will help us continue this radio station, giving local people a voice on the airways.
That's October 15th through the 18th, KLEK's Fall Pledge Drive.
Find out more at klekfm.org.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
All right, welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I'm your host, Kalila Jones, and I'm speaking with Mrs. Toni Clark from Toastmasters International. So in the first part of the show, we talked a little bit about what Toastmasters is, what services they can offer the members, and now we want to get into some other aspects of the skills that members can learn as they go through the program. We want to talk about some listening skills because this is very key, especially when you're giving a presentation speech, and especially if there's a portion where there's feedback allowed. Listening to your audience can be very key to delivering a great speech, and also just having great communication. So let's get into the listening skills aspect.
Yes. So I posted a quote that stated, mostly we listen to respond, we don't listen to understand.
Wow.
And that is so deep, because that permeates every relationship that you have, whether it's family, friends, employees, whether it's at school. It's kind of like the Charlie Brown thing. We say what we want to say, and then it's wonk, 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 wonk. And then we say what we want them to hear, and then it's whatever they say is wonk, 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 wonk. And we'll never build relationships like that. We'll never achieve our goals or aspire to those higher heights that we have on those bucket lists that all the experts say make.
Okay.
And that's what we try to teach in Toastmasters through the speeches and through the impromptu speeches as well.
Okay. All right. We have a comment from Corey. He says, Toastmasters Crowley Ridge has helped me tremendously through my career and personal journey, dealing with giving, presentations, public engagement, and overcoming shyness has all been due to Toastmasters. Well, thank you, Corey, for that feedback. I would have never guessed Corey was a shy person.
No.
At all. So have you seen more people come through your program that are proclaimed shy, introverted people that have truly blossomed out of their shell?
I haven't been there long enough to say that. Corey has been there from the inception of Toastmasters Crowley's Ridge, so I'm sure he has seen more growth than I have seen, but I know that it changes. It definitely changes individuals, personally and professionally, because it's changed me. I've gotten much better with my time management skills since I've been a president, especially with my leadership skills and my marketing skills as well.
Okay, so before you got into this, you mentioned your leadership skills. Did you feel that you were not an effective leader, or you were kind of passive in some of your...
I tend to be a pretty passive person until I set a goal.
Okay.
So pretty much it's like I would volunteer for things, but I wouldn't be very assertive.
Okay.
Or aggressive, I think is a better term. So now that I have a goal, it's like just throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. So that's how I'm approaching this, and we've had some great responses from the community, and I'm so excited for all the new members that are going to message us on our Facebook page, Toastmasters Crowley's Ridge.
All right, we want to see the community as a whole get on board with this program, because like I said before, everyone could use a little extra help, tweaking, improvement in certain areas of your life. You never know what skills you can learn and develop by going through this program, and how it will benefit you. But it's all about how bad do you want it? Do you want to improve, or do you just want to keep going down the same path? I know for me personally, this would be something very beneficial for me. By the grace of God, I hope to get into the MPA program for nonprofit management at Arkansas State, and I would love to start doing nonprofit seminars, basically helping nonprofits kind of get back to their center. What is your mission? Why did you start this program, and who is your target? I don't want to say audience. Population. And let's kind of get back to the why of why you started this and who are you serving. And I know that I can't be passive, and I can't be shy, and I can't be unsure of myself if I'm going to be hosting seminars and really trying to reach out to the community. I have to be confident in what I'm saying and know what I know. Having a degree in something is only just a piece of paper. That gives me paper validation, I guess you can say. I mean, yes, I work hard for it, but still, I need to be confident personally in what I'm delivering.
I talk to my classmates about that all the time, and it's taken me a long time to understand that very key issue, that anybody with intelligence can earn a degree. It doesn't, not to say that a degree isn't difficult or require some type of thinking skills and things of that nature, but there are a lot of other non-academic skills that go along with career advancement and goal achievement. And I'm always preaching, it's not about getting straight A's. It is not about getting straight A's. And everybody's goal in graduate school or in your career is different. However, at the end of the day, when you get that degree, employers want to know that you can sell whatever area that you're in. You're a confident, assertive professional, and that you have time management skills, critical thinking skills, active listening skills, because they expect you to go out and sell whatever product it is that you are doing or advertising or selling. Or be it for me with school psychology, I have to be able to talk to the teachers and talk to the parents and be able to switch my language and my target and help them understand what it is going on with their child. For each different, I would talk to the teacher differently than I would talk to the parent, then I would talk to the director of school services, then I would talk to, another school psychologist that would work at a co-op. So being able to have those non-academic skills to be able to express myself is so very important. And to network. Yes. That is so important. And I didn't learn that until much later in my career. They don't teach that in school.
No. Mostly in school you learn the basics, the foundation of whatever your degree field, and it's really up to you to do that outside research and gain the knowledge that you need to really excel in your career of choice. I'm very grateful that I have this opportunity here and that I've worked at other nonprofits, so I have something more to build on than just what I would learn.
It's important. It's important, absolutely, to have a mentor to guide you, someone that's not affiliated with a university that has your best interest, because if you're new to any particular type of area, you're going to need someone who's more seasoned to help guide you through those obstacles of any career. But I completely agree with you.
Man. All right, you're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We're speaking with Ms. Toni Clark from Toastmasters International. Again, if you would like to become a member, you can go out this Thursday. What's the date on Thursday?
Is it 11?
October 11th at the Delta Center, and that's room
103.
Room 103. And you can meet Mrs. Toni and will there be other members from the organization? Okay.
Yes.
So meet Mrs. Toni and other members from Toastmasters International, and you can also sign up to become a member that night. And so what time again is this?
5:30.
5:30. Alrighty, so we hope that you have quite a few people show up and that are interested and actually sign up to become a member. It's $65, and this is a non-profit organization, so let's get out and support the efforts of this organization. Let's get out and support this organization. I'm sorry. And if you support it for yourself, basically, the skills you learn could be very beneficial to you in your career, or either any relationship that you have, whether it's personal, professional, any relationship. We hear the word relationship and we kind of automatically think like personal, spouse, significant other. Relationship is any engagement you have with another individual. So you want to make sure to maintain those relationships. If you want to make sure to maintain those relationships, you need to start perfecting your skills, listening skills, your conflict resolution, and other things that will help keep it going strong. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little tongue-tied. This is why I need to be a part of This is what happens to me often. I have a thought and then it doesn't come out the way.
We can help you with that. We can definitely help you with that.
Come out right.
We also help with time management skills. I know that's a critical skill that employers look for initially when they hire employees. And we definitely start at 5:30 and we end at 6:30.
Okay.
No ifs, ands, buts about it. No CPT time. We are on time.
Okay. All right. So with the time management, what are some skills or what are some things that you discuss with the group members?
Well, within the time management, we, as I stated, we start on time. Each speech has a time limit, excuse me, and initial speeches we call icebreakers, excuse me, and they would range maybe like 2 to 4 minutes.
Okay.
And at the 2-minute mark, we would turn on a green light, and at the 3-minute mark, we would turn on like a yellow light, and at the 4-minute mark, we would turn on a red light. and then I think we give you about 30 seconds,
Okay.
and then we just ask you to please discontinue your speech.
Now, have you ever had anyone either have too short of a speech?
Yes.
Or too long of a speech?
Yes.
Now, what is your, I guess, constructive criticism for those that have too short of a speech?
We would just note that and
Okay.
talk about the areas where they could have lengthened their speech or spoke more about or went more in depth with.
Okay. Now, when you say impromptu, does the speaker even have a topic that they're going to talk about?
No. So basically, we call impromptu speeches. We do that during our table topics portion of our meeting, which happens closer to the end of the meeting,
Okay.
after the prepared speeches have been given. And basically, they're just off the top of my head types of subjects. I would just go around and ask anybody, what brings you joy? Just random topics. What would you not do for $5 million? I mean, just really random questions to get them thinking, just because it's important. As we said, with this global market, you need to be able to think on your feet. You need to be able to actively listen and be able to, to not freeze up when your employer asks you, hey, I need you to go over here and speak to so-and-so about this. You'd be like, sure, no problem. And just rattle off and have that self-confidence and that self-motivation and that assertiveness. Sure, I'm up for it. Just, let me know what you need me to do. Because the more confident people who are on time get the best job. I don't know any leaders that I've seen that are great speakers that aren't prompt and well-versed.
Okay.
And looking for a challenge.
I know, that's right. That had me thinking about these skills learned to be very beneficial in a job interview. As you were saying, you may get asked in off the cuff, like you ask these people these off the cuff questions, and they are, they need to be able to respond. Well, in an interview, the employer may ask you something about the company. They want to see, one, have you researched the company? Have you researched the position? And some people go into interviews just expecting the usual format. Why do you want to work here? What can you bring to the table? Well, depending on the department, they may ask you something more specific. Just say it's a sales and marketing position. You're meeting with this type of client. You have 5 minutes to sell them on this product. Go. And so they might want you to give, like you said, an impromptu sales pitch during an interview because they want to see how you think on the fly. Absolutely.
Having your elevator pitch is so important because those 5 minutes may be all you have with that person, and that may make or break, well, not make or break, but that could be a turning point in your career.
Yes. And I know this is one skill that the College of Business, I've had discussions with some of the professors, and they try to teach their students these skills. You can't teach everybody everything, and I mean, some people will just get and they won't, but I hope that everyone is trying to do better and excel in whatever area of their life they're in.
You have to be the owner of your personal development.
Put it right there. Okay, so I want you to start putting out a list of quotes every day.
I just started that, seriously. I started that last night. I had that on my mind for the last 2 weeks, and I just started last night. So yes, I will do more of that. I love quotes. That's my thing. So I'm going to stick with that. We will be actually working with the career services in ASU to promote and bring more awareness of Toastmasters. And that's a good idea, the elevator pitch. I may work on that.
Alrighty. So I wanted to ask, I didn't ask this in the beginning about the age range.
18 and over.
18 and over. Okay. And so right now, I guess, what is the, I hate to use the word average.
We don't really have an average.
Okay.
We take all walks of life, all ethnic creeds and colors. I mean, there are no batteries.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, have you reached out to the college itself? Like, maybe spoke to just focus groups on the college campus versus having them come to you?
We're in the process of setting up some meetings with different departments in the ASU.
I think this will be very beneficial for college students that are, especially ones that are graduating, whether it's bachelor's or master's, and they're getting ready to go into their career field. Yes, I think this will be very beneficial for them, especially for those that are also going to their interviews, whether it's the first interview, second, whatever the case may be. I think learning these skills to be beneficial, and like you said, it can make a break, or be the determining factor whether they get the job or not.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so again, you tune in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We would love to hear more feedback from those that have gone through the Toastmasters International program. Give us a call at 870-277-1080 or leave us a message on our Facebook Live feed. We would love to hear from you. And for those that are out there watching, please share this video with others so that they can get this information. And then hopefully make a decision to join Toastmasters as well. Again, you can go out this Thursday to the Delta Center, room 103 at 5:30 p.m. And like Ms. Toni said, they are on time. They started in on time, 5:30 p.m. And you can learn more about the program there and hopefully sign up as a member.
We have lots of leadership positions opening for anyone who's interested. And we're just excited about the future of Toastmasters Crowley's Ridge.
Alrighty, so all right. Now, if you don't mind sharing, what I don't want you to necessarily tell your job. What do you do, or what field are you in?
I'm in the psychology field. So right now, I'm working as a therapist in Newport. I work for Birch Tree, doing individual and group therapy there.
All right, so for those that may have missed it before, Ms. Toni shared that in her line of work, you have to be able to speak, know how to speak to the different groups that you engage with, whether it's the teachers, the parents, or other therapists. And so the skills learned in Toastmasters, you feel, before joining Toastmasters, and compared to where you are now, how I guess if you had to put a percentage on how much you have improved, or just kind of how have you improved, or what areas have you improved on the most?
So I've always struggled with my time management skills, and people say, you're always late. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And so, but it's given more structure to work on that particular aspect of my life. So I have to be on time. Okay. Because I have to set the tone for the members. So I have to be there early. Okay. So it forces me to restructure my day and restructure my thoughts and prepare well in advance. So I really couldn't say a percentage, but I definitely am more cognizant of my time management.
All right. I'm going to pause right there and take another quick break.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
We're back with Money Matters. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. When it comes to building wealth, it's important to know who your friends are. Here are a few clues. Pay attention to when they come around. If it's only when they think you have money, such as on payday, they're drainers. If they ridicule your efforts to change your financial habits, for example, by calling you cheap or stingy, they are not enrichers. Even if they don't want to give up expensive dinners or weekly shopping sprees, they should be encouraging and supportive of you as you sacrifice to achieve your financial goals. If they can't think of any way to socialize with you that does not involve spending money, they are drainers, not enrichers. And if they treat you like an ATM who only make withdrawals and never deposits, they're drainers. Recognize those who are not supportive of your financial improvement efforts and keep them at a distance. In time, instead of them putting you down, they might be inspired by your example. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. for Money Matters, a product of American Urban Radio Networks.
Money Matters is made possible by the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, a nonprofit organization dedicated to uncompromising commitment to communities, service, leadership, empowerment. www.jonesboroalumnidst.org.
Money Matters is brought to you by the Gears Foundation, a nonprofit organization providing students with assistance in their academic and career pursuits. Gears Foundation on Facebook, Gears_Inc. on Instagram, and the Gears Foundation at gmail.com.
Money Matters is brought to you by Bancorp South, offering checking, savings, loans, credit cards, and wealth management. 5 locations in Jonesboro to serve you. www.bancorpsouth.com or 870-972-9800.
Meineke of Jonesboro is now Starks Auto Service, a full-service auto repair and vehicle maintenance center offering engine and transmission repair, brake service, tires, oil changes, and more, performed by ASE certified mechanics. Starks Auto Service, 2813 South Caraway Road in Jonesboro, 870-204-7112. Starks Auto Service, Jonesboro.com. KLEK thanks CJ Pepper and the staff of Life Strategies Counseling Incorporated for helping people through hard times in life such as depression, family issues, stress, abuse, and more. They offer counseling and therapy for all ages, individuals, families, and groups. They are located at 1217 Stone Street. Phone number 1-866-972-1268 or online at lscihelp.com.
The Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated was established on January 1st, 1977, originally serving Blytheville, Arkansas, and now serving Jonesboro, Blytheville, Osceola, Marion, and West Memphis, Arkansas. Today, the chapter continues to make an impact by focusing on Alpha's national community outreach initiatives such as My Brother's Keeper, A Voteless People is a Hopeless People, Go to High School, Go to College, Project Alpha, Boy Scouts, and the March of Dimes. The Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated is committed to Alpha's mission of developing leaders, promoting brotherhood and academic excellence, while providing service and advocacy to the community. More information about the Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated is available at MOL Alphas on Facebook or via email at molalphas@gmail.com.
The McDaniel Law Firm, 400 South Main Street in Jonesboro, is a firm believer in justice and equality for the minority community. The McDaniel Law Firm has fought for our rights for over 44 years. The McDaniel Law Firm offers legal help for wrongful death as well as trucking and automobile accidents. Bobby and Brett McDaniel are available for a free consultation at 870-336-4747 or at www.mcdaniellawyers.com. Check out the Dorinda Clark Cole Radio Show every Sunday at 4 o'clock p.m. Listen as Dorinda plays the very best in contemporary gospel music and interviews all of your favorite gospel artists. The Dorinda Clark Cole Radio Show every Sunday at 4 p.m. on KLEK 102.5 FM. House of Details, located at 3217 Herb Street, Suite C, is a proud supporter of KLEK, offering detailing on any type of vehicle, waxing, clear coat protection, basic wash, hand wash, shampoo, interior cleaning, buffering, headlight restoration, pickup, delivery, and more, with a motto of, anything mean, we can clean. Details available via Quentin Bogard at 870-273-5187. House of Details on Facebook and houseofdetailsjonesboro.com.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
All right, welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. My special guest today has been Mrs. Toni Clark from Toastmasters International. So I'm going to let her wrap up this last segment by sharing any information we did not cover or just driving home some of the messages we've shared for those that may have missed the beginning, and to also remind you of an upcoming meeting. So go ahead, Ms. Toni.
So once again, our next meeting will be on October the 11th. That's this Thursday at 5:30 in ASU's Delta Center in room 103. I implore you to come out, just check us out, and come see how we can help you get that dream job and increase your confidence and decrease all of those public speaking fears that you may have, and just help you connect with other people that are working toward those same goals. When you think about Toastmasters, we have corporate clubs that have 38 of the top Fortune 500 clubs. So we are not only international, we're national, we're regional, and we're a hidden gem here in the Northeast Arkansas area. So whatever it is that you're trying to achieve in your personal life or your career, we're here to help. So just come, check us out, and know that, we can help you set yourself apart and get that raise and get that promotion. So whatever it is you need, we can help you achieve.
Okay. Now I see that there is a Toastmasters website. Is there a website for the Crowley's Ridge group?
That is in the works.
Okay.
So yes.
All right, so if you would like to learn more about Toastmasters as a whole, you can also go to toastmasters.org. But for the local chapter, would it call it a chapter or club? Okay. For the local club, go to the Facebook page, which is Toastmasters Crowley's Ridge.
Correct.
You can learn more about what's been going on with upcoming events. And I saw that you have posted quite a few messages like from different members, and they share their experience. And I haven't had a chance to watch all of them, but it would be very interesting to go back and look at those. I'm sure that people have wonderful stories on how being a member of this organization has really helped them in their career.
A lot of members I know have said the speaking skill they have gained have helped them deal with the politics in their career. So that's definitely an asset.
Okay. One thing we talked about earlier, when you mentioned earlier about being able to, speak or deliver your message better, can also help you with raises and advancing your career. When you approach your boss, your supervisor for a raise, you have to be firm, I guess you say. Assertive in your approach, but not aggressive, but assertive. And there's a difference between those. And do you talk about that in the meetings?
Well, it's through the skill building that you're able to become more confident and more assertive. Therefore, you can transfer those skills that are learned in the club and through the speeches into your professional life and be able to say, hey, I bring XYZ to my job, and this is how you have benefited from having me as an employee. Wow. So let's see that translate into an increased wage.
Okay. All right, so you're basically selling yourself to your job.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
amazing.
Absolutely.
All right, well, it's been a joy having you here.
It's been a
Toni.
joy to meet you.
Thank you. So hopefully in the next couple of months I'll be able to make that leap, because I think this will be very beneficial for me, especially doing the radio.
Absolutely.
There are moments where I kind of trip up, and I need to be able to stay on track.
We also help with those filler words, though. Ums and likes, and you know.
Yes. I think lately my word has been so okay.
I noticed that. It's because I'm in Toastmasters. I noticed that.
So and okay, and I just have this thing with awkward pauses, and
we can help you with it. We can help you.
I need to be a part of it.
We are waiting on you.
And hopefully I can encourage more people to join as well. I would love to be a more effective speaker, especially working here. I'm helping out with more community engagement programs, and I don't need to be stumbling.
No.
Speaking. I need people to be just as excited, interested in what I'm presenting as I am, or as I perceive that I am. So I need them to want to get on board for my first presentation. So I hope that I can learn some skills and really apply them to my everyday life. All right, so again, this Thursday, if you would like to become a member of Toastmasters International, go out to the Delta Center, room 103 at 5:30 p.m. there. Miss Toni will be there waiting for you. It will start on time, so you better get there at 5:30. This has been Community Conversations. Have a great day.
Happy birthday to me.
Thank you for listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Broadcasting from the First National Bank Tower, this is KLEK.